This week in bubbles. One season in the sun on Santa Cruz Voice. Tuesday, May 5th. Yeah, we're back at it today, and I'll tell you right now. Kent did a show on Saturday. It was hosted by a known script-carrying comedian. Yesterday was Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And now it's Cinco DiMayo today, so the energy's already doing a little too much. Kent has a friend sitting in jail right now. Decided to fight a lady cop. Bold move, real bold. Did not take the red hot chili peppers route. Probably should've. I was away from the dogs for a couple days. Big mistake, I go to take Enzo to the chiropractor. Simple trip, and Darla stands in front of the door and refuses to let me leave without her. Out in DeSoto, Kansas. Apparently they're having trouble deciding what is a fire. See what y'all started. Santa Cruz vibes came out. First articles in there, we'll get into that. We got news, weather, sports, and if there's any time left this week in bubbles. Let's get into it. One season in the sun on Santa Cruz Voice.
That may be one of my favorite startups. I mean, I don't know. I think we've got the.
Really holds you right in.
It does. Like, that was pretty fun. All right, welcome. It is Tuesday the 5th. It is Cinco de Mayo. I don't know. I haven't been out there. I've been out there checking the bars, but it is noon, and if the bars are full at noon, man, dude, that may be showing where society is going. All right, mailman must be here because everybody heard the dogs. There we go. That's
the
fun.
barks are full.
The barks are there. Darla, come here. All right, she's coming back. She's like, oh, okay, good. I'm here. All right, cool. Okay. Let's see what else. Yes, we have the fact that Darla, the little 8.5-pound dog, insisted on going with me to a doctor's appointment for the other dog. Let's see here. Bay FC won for the first time in a bit at San Diego. San Diego, even though it's a newer team than Bay FC, proving to be. Well, actually, no, they've been around a bit. It was the other one. Okay, but proving that, maybe what Emma Coates is getting them to do is starting to click in. And so, you know what? We're seeing what's going on. Earthquakes went on the road against Toronto. To be honest with you, didn't play very well. They didn't play very well at all. But they got a 1-1 draw in a game they didn't play very well. And that's the thing. If you can get a draw in a game you don't play very well, maybe you are that good. I mean, just, maybe you are that good. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, what do we got here? It is 60 in Monterey, 60 in Santa Cruz, 61 in Hollister, 61 in Salinas, 58 in San Francisco, 59 in San Jose. It's just cloudy and gloomy everywhere. It's 43 in Gorman, which is on the way to Anaheim. We're at a 65 degree on the way to 67. Let's see here. It's all right. What else is going on in sports right now? I mean, no Sharks, no Warriors, because they both kind of bowed out quickly. Giants are going to play the Padres tonight. Didn't play yesterday. They did. How many did they take? I know they won one of the games in Tampa Bay. No, they did not. Never mind. They got swept in Tampa Bay, and that puts them at 13 and 20. It's really still just kind of a, what you gonna do sort of thing right now. I think they're gonna straighten it up a little bit, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure playoffs are in their future this year. Just maybe not. When you play just well enough to get the previous manager fired, you've got other things than a tertiary player or two fix. And right now it's just not fixing. They're going to be home against the Padres today. Bueller versus Webb. Waldron versus Howard tomorrow. And then apparently it's a 2-game series, and then they're going to be playing the Pirates coming in on Thursday. Yeah. On Thursday. Friday. Okay. And with World Cup about ready to heat up, it is going to be a pretty mad undertaking. Earthquakes also, by the way, won their most recent, and I'll get you, and oh my God, I watched the game, I went to the press conference, I can't tell you who the heck it was. That's a regular season game. Well, they won their most recent game in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, and then they are moving on. But here's the thing: being right now the number 1 team in the power rankings in MLS, they ended up somehow being on the road for every game the rest of the way in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. So a team that's playing this well, we're not going to see them at home except for going to see them max 2 times before they take the World Cup break at home. And for a team that would really like to capitalize on their record and how they're doing right now, that is not the most awesome time in the world. So it's it's just a thing. So yeah, there you go. So that's where we're starting out there. Kent from Greater Omaha, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Kent from Greater Omaha. Salt of the earth, no masquerade. Gas on easy round the black Escalade. It's Kent from Greater Omaha. Kent from Greater Omaha. No.
I mean, we could not play the whole song every time, but what would really be the point of that?
Right? What do you want to talk more?
Geez, whatever.
Yeah, no, let's fill the hour with AI created music as much as possible. Thank you.
Okay. Well, there you go. What? Okay, there we go.
So I've got a little news here. It's not local as such, but
okay. Well, here, let's try this.
It's kind of fascinating.
It's that time again, where everything's breaking and nothing's fixed. Local storms, weird politics, and some with emotional support, iguana stealing the spotlight. That's your news with Kent from Greater Omaha.
An evacuation was triggered Tuesday morning at a major electric vehicle battery plant in northeast Kansas. Officials say a thermal event occurred at a Panasonic facility in DeSoto, prompting workers to leave the building as a precaution. Emergency crews were called to the site just after 6:20 a.m., with multiple fire departments responding. Authorities say a thermal runaway may have been involved, a reaction in battery materials that can rapidly generate heat and smoke. Employees were safely evacuated, and officials report no injuries at this time. Smoke was visible at the scene, though it's still unclear whether there was an actual fire. The cause remains under investigation as crews continue to monitor the situation. The facility is one of the largest electric vehicle battery plants in the country. So a thermal event kind of sounds like a hard episode, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, well, our insurance won't let you say it was a fire. So it was a, thermal event.
Yeah.
Okay. What about a thermal event would be dangerous? Oh, the fire. I mean, nothing.
Yeah. No, that just seems odd. Yeah. No.
Yeah. That reminds me of the ticking that I heard one time. And I was trying to figure out where it came from.
Yeah.
Somehow two batteries were sitting next to each other and they were having some sort of reaction. So I don't think it became a thermal event. I separated them and got them out of there. But man, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
You ever heard of battery tick? It's confusing and kind of disconcerting.
Well, sure. Yeah.
If you hear a clock tick, no problem. But the second a battery does it, now it's an issue.
Well, yeah. No, I can get that, but yes. No, that's the thing. And the thing is the problem is that they're doing everything to not say it's a fire when it's a fire. It's like, I mean, I'm sorry, with the way the world is, man, it's like, decide what something is now. I mean, seriously, dude. I
blame the dictionary.
I blame the fact that, is has no meaning anymore.
Well, is, but I mean, literal, one of the definitions is figurative now. So thank God we didn't literally build any buildings before that definition. After that definition. That's all right. My brain's working.
I got you. No, Jesus, I am just like,
we built a literal wall. Oh, okay. What's it made out of? Poems. Great.
Yeah, no, I am just, no.
It's made out of happy thoughts.
Yeah, I literally don't just know. Oh, Lord. No, I don't get it. I just, no, don't. I don't.
Well, I mean, corporate speak has kind of overtaken English at this point. So
yeah,
it used to really be confined to, the corporate world, but it leaked out, and now people are using, for example, they'll be like, and of course we're all here to do this today, right? And you don't disagree, so they assume that you are on board. That's a really Silicon Valley thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But it's fine. English has no meaning anymore. It's good.
Yeah, it's I just don't know. I just really don't know.
That reminds me of, remember we were talking about the word aesthetic?
Yeah, no.
How it used to be a particular sort of look, and now it just means I like the way it looks. It's very aesthetic.
Well, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Makes you want to pull your hair out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I got you.
But my hair would not be on fire if I was in that battery warehouse. Though my hair might have a thermal event.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is true. I mean, yeah, yes, this is a thing. So yeah, no. So I don't know. Do we have any other fun news story? Maybe not fun, but news stories out there.
Well, I mean, kind of fun. We've got a designation here. Santa Cruz has the best. Here it is. Has the best disc golf course in California.
Well, I mean,
this is definitely a native ad for UDisc, But the app for scorekeeping, tracking, and finding disc golf courses released its 2026 best disc golf courses in the world list. And Santa Cruz is on there.
Oh, well, all right. So, okay. So, wait. Hold on. This just sounds like it. Hold on.
Someone said crazy night, I just nod to the beat. They're sweeping up glass, I'm holding my grin. We made the news, but they spelled my name wrong again. Everyone's reporting stable condition, at least that's what they say on TV.
Or in that scoring app. See, there you go. There you go. All right.
So,
or at least in that scoring app. Yeah, there you go. Oh, my God.
well, I mean, everyone's in stable condition at the Panasonic factory, too.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. You know, that's what they say.
It's a happy day all around.
Happy day all around. So, you know what? Here we go. I said, Lucy, there were, we're just gonna do a show without real commercial breaks. So what can you come up with me? So here's what I got. I've not heard this yet. Let's see what it does. And we'll be back in a minute and 48 seconds. All right, here we go.
Ever say the wrong thing at exactly the wrong time? Of course you have. Now there's a fix one tap delivers a perfectly timed, emotionally appropriate apology, complete with eye contact, tone, and just enough accountability to get you out of trouble, but not enough to admit full guilt. Coworker mad, tap. Partner upset, tap twice. Accidentally replied, all to the entire office. Hold it down for 3 seconds, because saying my bad shouldn't cost you your entire weekend. You ever wish your dog could just tell you what they want? Well, now they can, and you might regret it. Hear exactly what your dog is thinking in real time. Why are you leaving again? That's not a walk, that's a suggestion.
I saw you eat, I did not eat, explain.
With modes for honest, passive, aggressive, and full judgment. Finally understand your dog at your own emotional risk. Feel like your weekends are way too short? They are. So now there's a way to fix it. Add a full bonus day between Saturday and Sunday. That's right, a second Saturday. Sleeping again, cancel plans again. Say, I'll get to it tomorrow again. Side effects may include confusion, calendar arguments, and refusing to acknowledge Monday, because one Sunday is already too many. Wanna feel like you're in shape without doing anything about it? Now you can. No workouts, no sweat, no judgment, no results, but you still get to say,
Yeah, I've been in the gym a lot lately.
includes unlimited imaginary cardio, fictional strength training, and zero accountability. Upgrade and get a free water bottle you'll carry around but never use. Look like you're trying.
There's a tiger in the vineyard, eating somebody's grapes. Kent's online again, typing 10-page takes. Steve's in the garden with dirt on his hands, talking to tomatoes like they understand. Tigers and grapes, what a world we're in. Kent versus Steve in the comment bin. One guy yelling, one guy planting. Nobody knows how the tiger got in. Steve grows peppers, vines, and plants. Ken grows arguments and rants. Tigers and grapes, that's how it goes. Ken throws punches, Steve just grows. Meanwhile, the tiger slips through the gates and walks away with a mouth full of grapes.
You know, I still have no memory of what that was actually about.
It's about it's okay. So it's about a comedian who I accuse.
No,
of,
the tigers and the grapes part. I have no idea why.
Well, it's because I said plants, and so it names a bunch of plants.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
No, but tigers?
Yeah, I don't know where the tigers came from now that I think about it.
Rachel came in for a moment, and then she left.
She was here.
Yeah, I know. She was here. What happened?
I remember Rachel.
Yeah, she was.
It wasn't that long ago that we saw her.
Yeah, it was there.
Oh, there she is
again. All righty. Oh my God, it was all right. So
you guys talking about tigers? That's my jam right there.
Talking about Kaiser.
You could make a jam from those grapes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
I'm not sure where the grapes came in. I really
I don't either.
It's a fever dream of a song.
I mean, here's the, it's okay. This happens a lot because I do write so much. But when I write something, no, okay, this doesn't happen a lot, but I do write an awful lot when I have no recollection of what the hell. Oh my God. It was just like, dude.
That's all the psychedelic.
That was so, yeah. So, okay. So we'll get to the goings in Greater Omaha in a minute, but all right. So I was gone last week. We recorded one early show. And then I've got an announcement for tomorrow's show, which is actually going to drop on Thursday. But I was out of town, as in LA, in some meetings, and Lord, there were, I get home, and then on Sunday I have to take Enzo to the chiropractor. And so I've been gone a couple days, and Darla literally is standing in front of the door, shaking her head no at me, and I'm like, come on, you got to move. I got to go. And then she's like, no. And then I'm like, no, you got to move. And she's like, and then she's looking at me now going, you said my name. What's up? And then I'm like, no, I got to move. And she's like, no. And then so I said, do you need to come with us? And she says, she runs over to where the leashes are. And I'm like, okay. But I can't say, I can't say, the R word or the W word, or I will have two dogs over here going, you said R or W, and we must go now. But no, that was a little crazy. Tomorrow's show, it's not going to happen tomorrow, not going to drop tomorrow, because Thursday, having an in-person meeting with the people that run and are doing publicity for the Concorso d'Italiano, the Paddock, I think it's still going on, and then the International Motorsports Festival, which this year is going to be a combined day-night thing on Saturday during Car Week, and we're going to find out some more about that, find out why they're combining it, what brought them together, and what they're thinking about in the future for it. And it's like, it's got some stuff. We're going to sit down with them live on Thursday, and however long it goes, we're going to publish it in the afternoonish after I can put some front end and stuff to it. And there we go. That's what we got going on. And so yeah, so that's fun and exciting. So Kent was on a show on Saturday. Talk to us about it. And talk to us about how maybe you shouldn't host a show if you can't remember your jokes.
So I did stand-up comedy for the first time in 6 months on Saturday. When I was booked on this show last month, there were 5 people on it. When I got to the show, and a headliner who switched last second, which is a really good sign. Then when I got to the show, it turned out that one of our performers was in jail and the other one blew out all of her tires on the way from Omaha, which that just sounds like an excuse to me. I don't see how you actually blow out all your tires. I think she just didn't want to come.
Unless somebody drops a giant load of tacks on the ground.
Right, and I wasn't driving in front of her, so I don't see how it could have been. But
Wait. Is this the same guy that's in jail that we're going to talk about next?
it is not.
Oh. Well, how'd he end up in jail?
We think DUI. We haven't heard anything from him.
Well, so far it sounded like the same guy.
It does sound really similar. All right, so I had some friends who showed up to see me, and
well, not one of them. Oh
no, well,
I'm gonna get you in so much trouble. I mean, he's gonna be. I heard you were dissing on me on your show. Yes, well, Brian was.
That's right. We haven't done the disclaimer yet, have we?
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
But they probably do reflect the views of Omaha PD. just saying.
Yeah.
Or Greater Omaha PD. There you go. There you go. All
right. Yeah. I live in a suburb. Anyway, we had 3 people on the show, and then one of the host's friends asked if he could get up. So toward the end of my set, she just out loud asked, "Hey, you want to get up there?" And I said, "I'm done now," and handed him the microphone because I was like, "Okay, thanks for all the respect." Now, when she got up on stage hosting, she did bring her book. Now, she's a poet, so that's a thing that poets do. But it's not a thing that comics are supposed to do.
Yeah, you're supposed to know your own jokes.
You're supposed to pretend you just came up with it.
Yeah, like, oh my God, I thought of this. Yeah, no, I got it. I know, I got you.
And I actually did do a reference to her joke. I did a little callback because she talked about going to a group interview, and I talked about how I went to a group interview for a job at a movie theater when I was in California, and how they asked what was a time when you learned what responsibility meant. And the guy before me talked about how he was in a group home and how a friend came up to him with a large quantity of drugs and was like, "Hey, let's go do these." And he's like, "And I didn't do it." And I'm pretty sure he got hired. I didn't get hired. My example was directing a film. Somehow that didn't have an application for a movie theater.
Here's another thing. What you also could have put in there is, well, I learned what responsibility is when, I realized that, talking to somebody individually when you're trying to hire them, it was apparently not a thing we do anymore. I would have ripped that up so bad. But okay.
Yeah, it was in a hotel in a ballroom. It was weird.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. But I didn't get the job somehow. So.
I didn't get the job.
Yeah. You know what? They didn't deserve you, Kenton Greater Omaha.
You're right. I had no business wearing a bow tie anyway.
Wait, what was it for?
They for the movie theater, you dress like an old timey fella with the spats and what have you.
Like a fella like that, yeah. No, I got.
Yeah.
I'll take a ticket, please.
Yeah, I still just do not get this whole idea of, and there's so many comedians that do it nowadays. Well, okay, I'll go, whenever I go to LA and I go see Don, there's guys on the regular professional list that bring their phones up to go through their jokes and, I'll do that one. Or they're like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. And then they read the joke real quick. And you're like, dude, learn your own freaking jokes. I feel like I know.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
Okay, there you go. Now Rachel.
I love to see a comedian holding his phone and talking into the microphone. I think that is, I'm going to say so professional. It's the opposite of it. If somebody still doesn't have their lines down, I would rather at least see them have it written out on a paper, right?
I don't. No, I don't. No.
Paper is the worst. If you have a crinkly piece of notebook paper up there with you, that destroys the illusion completely.
Well, and here's the thing: if you're using your phone, you could just be so addicted to doom scrolling that you can't leave it, or you could have gotten buzzed and need to be checking your Grindr account. I mean,
right.
One of these things could be true. I mean, but you have a piece of paper. There's nothing but I don't know my own jokes. Yeah. See?
Yeah. Like I've said before, when I was running the open mic, I was like, if you don't bring that piece of paper on stage, we all get to pretend we're sorcerers. If you do, you ruin the entire illusion, like for everyone, because now everyone watching knows, oh, none of this is what they pretend it is.
Yeah.
And look, we don't hold actors to the same standard because they know their lines. When you go to theater, when you go to the theater and you see a play, they're not walking around with, you got to be off book. You can't do blocking until you're off book. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You also can't. Yeah, I mean, you don't have people. You don't see people doing Midsummer and going like, "Oh, the tongue in my tail," and you're reading it. No, you don't do that.
Have
I
you
don't remember
ever
what
seen
that's actually from.
Cyrano de Bergerac? Have you ever seen Cyrano de Bergerac? The main character in Cyrano de Bergerac has so many lines. It's so impressive. I did a show of that when I was about 18, 19 years old, and the main character learned all the lines. I couldn't believe that, like, one person had the capacity to live deliver so many remembered things and so emphatically. It's a very impressive thing when people can actually remember what was written in advance. That's why I love, like, improvisation. You don't have to plan it at all.
I haven't seen Cyrano de Bergerac, but I have seen Roxanne.
It's
Oh, geez. All right, sorry. Started that.
It's an update starring Steve Martin.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interest. Okay, that was an interesting movie. I just was kind of like, man, could you seriously come up with a new libretto for yourself? I mean, seriously. You didn't pick up Cyrano and go, now this needs to be a slapstick comedy. I think what we're missing is a little bit of physical humor here. No, I got it.
Although my the head of the theater department at my high school did once call one of her students Cyrano. He had a pretty substantial nose.
Well,
oh,
say what?
Like a regular basis?
No, just as an aside one time. All right, Cyrano.
All right, got it down, Cyrano.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I got to figure out what it is we are using all this memory for.
So I'm happy to hear that you did a live set in a room on a microphone. That's very cool. So congratulations.
Thank you. I had to vamp for the headliner.
While he was doom scroll. Oh, like that guy I had to do for Zhao Ying last time I saw her in person. Because she was late, and then she was trying to talk me into going to midget wrestling.
Yeah, he doesn't work at a sporting goods
I do
place.
not have to hit the button. I will, but I do not have to hit the button for that because that's
You're
what
quoting.
they advertise. That's what I'm.
Yep.
That's what the thing I'm going to say.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
Okay, but that's what they put on their poster. Their poster, not my poster, not me sitting here going, "Oh well, no, that's their poster." Okay,
that's right. It's on their little shoulders.
It's on their shoulders. Yeah, there you go. All right, so you know what? There we are. Okay, so we'll hit that second break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. It's really kind of the same as the first break, but it's a different version. So we'll be back.
Ever say the wrong thing at exactly the wrong time? Of course you have. Now there's a Fix One tap delivers a perfectly timed, emotionally appropriate apology complete with eye contact, tone, and just enough accountability to get you out of trouble, but not enough to admit full guilt. Coworker mad? Tap. Partner upset? Tap twice. Accidentally replied all to the entire office? Hold it down for 3 seconds. Because saying my bad shouldn't cost you your entire weekend. You ever wish your dog could just tell you what they want? Well, now they can, and you might regret it. Hear exactly what your dog is thinking in real time.
Why are you leaving again?
That's not a walk, that's a suggestion.
I saw you eat. I did not eat. Explain.
With modes for honest, passive, aggressive, and full judgment. Finally understand your dog at your own emotional risk. Feel like your weekends are way too short? They are. So now there's a way to fix it. Add a full bonus day between Saturday and Sunday. That's right, a second Saturday.
Sleep in again, cancel plans again. Say I'll get to it tomorrow again.
Side effects may include confusion, calendar arguments, and refusing to acknowledge Monday. Because one Sunday is already too many.
Wanna feel like you're in shape without doing anything about it?
Now you can. No workouts, no sweat, no judgment, no results. But you still get to say, yeah, I've been in the gym a lot lately.
Includes unlimited imaginary cardio, fictional strength training, and zero accountability.
Upgrade and get a free water bottle you'll carry around but never use.
Look like you're trying.
Glass in my hand at the end of the bar. Life keeps hitting like it knows where we are. Feels like the weight's raining down instead. More and more trouble keeps cracking my head. It's always something, it's always something, ain't it? Neon.
All right, we're back right here on Santa Cruz Voice. You're listening to One Season in the Sun. All right, I have it confirmed that somebody can hear us. So,
Ooh.
Hey, I know it's better than that one day. What was bad? What was bad is that was also the day where it didn't. Wasn't that the day where it didn't work it didn't work and plug into the computer so it could record and do the broadcast?
Yeah.
Or was that a different day? Was that a different day where it just everything went to hell? I don't remember.
Oh yeah. I get them confused.
I get the glitches confused. God, today. Oh my God! So today, I think I f-bombed the AI as I was sitting here getting it to edit my opener. I think I have to.
Oh, don't worry.
I think
I heard you.
I f-bombed it like 50,000 times.
Oh no!
I'm just like.
I just kept saying, "Thank you, AI. You're awesome."
I also finish up when I'm f-bombing it, going, "Yeah, you're going to take over the world." Look, when it happens, when Skynet happens, I am one of the first to go. I am just telling you, I am one of the first ones. Hey, wait, who did the Terminator movies? Was it
James Cameron?
No, what studio did it?
Oh, I want to say Paramount, but let me see.
Maybe it's Paramount. Because now here's okay. So reason I ask is because on the weekend was able to go to the Fan Fest at Universal. And It was really, really, really good. The Scooby area was a little too busy, and I think it was because they did it in the Little Europe sets, but I'm walking around where they filmed Dracula and Frankenstein and The Mummy and all of these movies. I'm walking around in these sets, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, this could have been horrible, and it still would have been a good experience, okay? But last year they dropped everybody on the tram off in the at the clock tower, and they did a 45-minute interact with the characters all together of Back to the Future. And this year they separated the characters a little bit. There weren't as many characters to have, so there wasn't like Biff and Lorraine's friends, and then Marty and Marty's friends, and Doc and Doc's associates, and then the principal at the school, and then other students at the school, and you know, the guy that ended up growing up to be mayor, and you know, there wasn't all of that. There were just like 5 main characters, and then there were a couple of monsters that were set loose by the fandom director, who the fandom director looked like a really, really bad character out of The Purge. And it was just like, I was just like, it was actually pretty good. It was just really closed off because you couldn't put as many people going through in the Little Europe sets as you could in the whole courtyard for Back to the Future. But it was really good. The One Piece show in the Waterworld stage was actually really good. They had to deal with, I think if they changed that and did a One Piece show all the time, I think they might be, you know, changed up the setting and all that. It might be actually really even better than Waterworld. And since One Piece is really coming on in the Universal universe, good. Dungeons and Dragons was good. I didn't do the Harry Potter thing. Apparently it was very, very short, but the line was very, very long. And I did not go see all the Yoshis. But I did see the Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park one, honestly, was maybe the best one of the night because the characters were just super, you know, buying into their slots and their characters. So, I mean, that was really quite the spectacle there. But yeah, it was. But if Terminator is one of their things, that would have to be on there too. But I think next year, if they want to go big, that it's got to be Fast and the Furious. Got to be.
Oh yeah. Well, the T2 ride is at Universal, and I remember when I went for Halloween, I did the Jurassic Park ride. And the fun thing about the Jurassic Park ride, if you go on Halloween, is the lights are off.
Just on Halloween?
Oh wait, you went to the one in Florida?
No, in California.
There used to be a T2 ride there? Okay.
I know there was because I did it.
Okay, no, I'm just, you know, I mean, hey, there's a lot of options when they take Simpsons out because apparently Disney wants to spend, you know, $3 billion making a land rather than collecting rent for free. But yeah, you know.
Yeah, I never got to see The Simpsons. This was probably 2007 or 2008.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. In the long, long ago.
Yeah. No, that's
the before time.
In the long, long ago. It sounds like we're talking about Stranger Things now. It's like I have
a hard time even figuring out what they're talking about.
It's in
long before Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, it's like a song. Yeah, it's all it literally talks about is it's in the long, long ago. It's like it's in the upside down, and it's like, oh my Jesus!
Tell you what's upside down is I got a friend in jail.
Oh my God!
Oh,
so
this is one of the friends that didn't show up for the show, but not a friend who didn't show up for their set.
Correct. This is a guy that I don't know why anyone let him behind the wheel of a truck.
Yes.
But he was going the wrong way. And the person in the passenger seat told him, hey, you're going the wrong way.
Let me preface that with, how do you know which way I was going?
Hey. All right.
There you go.
Nice. At least you got the important button.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I loved that movie.
So he's going the wrong way. His friend tells him, hey, you're going the wrong way. And he goes, oh, okay. So he starts reversing the other way into an intersection. And my friend has a penchant for rapping at the least convenient times.
Wait,
and,
you're trying to tell you have somebody else that does this? It wasn't Dane?
Correct.
Okay.
And
so you have two friends that do this.
That rap while under the influence?
Well, I mean, that's a lot of rappers, but this guy, just does it spontaneously. And so he was rapping, and
you're saying it's not Dane.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Totally different guy. So he was rapping and going the wrong way, and so his friend punched him in the face, and the police showed up behind him, and he said, like mid-rap, I guess, he just turns to his friend and goes, I gotta go. And he ran behind a KFC, and the police followed him, and he fought them. They used pepper spray. They beat him, and they used a taser, and he broke a lady cop's nose. So,
see, okay, I said in the opener, I said that was bold, and he should have done the red. I mean, if you run into a lady cop, use the. Well, I don't recommend doing I actually don't recommend you do the Red Hot Chili Peppers thing either, because there's a song in the Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you look up Lady Cop, search Lady Cop and Red Hot Chili Peppers lyrics, it'll take you there. I don't recommend you do that either. That'll probably get you. Hey
Siri, look up Lady Cop, Red Hot Chili Pepper. Oh, it doesn't work right now.
Yeah.
It'll take you there. It'll take you on the other side.
It'll take you to the upside down. Yes. No. Exactly.
I love it.
I mean, yeah. Well, Jesus, we're gonna be.
So I saw the mug shot, and he has an intensity in his eyes that say that, like, I'm not done fighting cops, which is probably not the best response after that altercation.
You know what I'm really surprised of? I'm surprised that when I heard this, there wasn't a I Fought a Lady Cop song today.
I fought a lady cop.
I fought a lady cop. Hey, I'm also saying that while you're talking, there could be. Hold on.
Oh.
All righty.
Lucy?
Lucy, are you listening? Do I need to explain this to you? All right.
Thank you. Yeah. So, this guy is going to be in jail for like 8 months before he pled out to the assault stuff and the obstruction, is my understanding. So they dropped the DUI, his first DUI. So, hey, he still is DUI-less. So that's a kind of miracle. Yeah. On the downside though, typically the police don't respond well when you fight with them.
No.
Yeah.
They're going to give you an equal and opposite reaction for sure.
No, actually they escalate. That's what they're trained to do. Whatever aggression you bring, they bring the next level up.
Whew.
Yep.
So
that's what I do when people talk to me and I'm making bubbles. I'm like, oh yeah?
The bubbles are made from mace.
Oh yeah? Actually, have you ever made mace-filled bubbles?
Air mace bubbles. I like it.
I'm going to light them on fire.
I don't think mace is flammable.
Oh,
But I'll tell you what is probably the batteries, the Panasonic plaque.
Yes.
Lighting batteries on fire.
No, it was a thermal event. It definitely wasn't a fire, but there was smoke. Well, it might have been a fire. They're not really saying it was a thermal event.
Yeah. No, yeah, it wasn't a...
It got spontaneously real warm. It got toasty in there, and everyone ran.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friend's a good guy, and I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that he made that decision, and I hope that things can get better from here.
8 months, huh?
Well, that's jail. Who knows about prison? Because that's almost definitely in the cards when you break the nose of a lady cop.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a country song in the making.
And if I were her, I would claim serious PTSD and just be disabled from here henceforth. You're like, when I close my eyes, I see a fist coming at my nose. So
Yeah. No, God.
I have a feeling she's just gonna be like, you know what? I'd rather sail.
Yeah.
And we're double landlocked, so that tells you the mind state of the typical Nebraskan.
No.
You want to get out of here? You know, I've been looking for bubble poles because I broke a bunch of them recently, and I'm down to one set, and so I'm looking for more. And I ended up on the phone with the Bass Pro out in Merced today, and I was describing to the lady how, like, my friend out in the Merced area was thinking about coming and picking up the poles and then bringing them out to Santa Cruz, and she's like, "Oh, Santa Cruz."
Wait, do you use fishing poles for bubble poles?
Yeah, I do. Actually, it gets even better. Crappie.
Okay,
rod.
so if you are fly
Oh,
fishing,
so you're like dangling the line
So-
and like ending up with like a
it seems like
8-foot bubble.
I mean, the crappie ones, I think the fly fishing lines work really well because they're so long because they're trying to, do all the whipping those things out
They're
there.
bouncy. They bounce a little bit, and so the string kind of like releases them off. But the lady on the nice lady on the phone, Brenda, thank you. She helped me. She even called me back to let me know that no, they didn't have the poles there, but she was hyped when she found out that they were going to end up potentially in Santa Cruz. Speaking of landlocked, where we're...
I bet you could 3D print all kinds of wacky bubble stuff.
I bet, yeah. I bet you could.
One of my mentors has this like 4-foot ring that has a reservoir, and you put bubble juice in it, and the person stands in the middle of the ring on the ground, and then they have a separate hoop, and they pull a tube of the soap film up and around them. But the ring with the reservoir that sits on the ground to hold all the bubble juice was 3D printed custom for him as a gift. Pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool. I did that when I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7, I think. I was at some kind of event, and there was a bubble guy, and he put the bubble up around me, and then he shook my hand, and it was pretty cool.
Well,
I got to do a performance at the boardwalk Sunday before last.
Yeah, wait. Hold on. No, you can't do that yet. Hold on. All right, hold on. Okay. There you go. All right, come up here. All right, up. Here we go. All right.
It's perfect weather for blowing bubbles. The world burns in the rearview glass. We laugh too loud to hide the trouble. It's perfect weather for blowing bubbles. Smoke in our lungs, truth on the floor. Can't tell what we're running for. Hearts beat fast, no brakes, no double.
Okay, there you go. All right, so now you can talk about bubbles. All right.
All right. So this week in Bubbles, that's Tuesday the 5th of May, 2026. In case you don't know what day it is, remember, everyone is in their flow. So don't take it personally and accidentally miss the point.
Okay.
I am Rachel Mine Smith as Bubblicious. And just like the song says, it's perfect weather for blowing bubbles and for sharing live, creative, and fun conversation with people like Dawn and Jamal, Tiger, Loris, Sterling, Joshua Bolden, and so I have a story from the bubble field for you.
Okay. Yes.
So Sunday, creative thinker Joshua Bolden said to Bubble Ladies, the father of modern economics, Adam Smith, speculated the value of things such as trees, but overlooked the value of bubbles.
Economic bubbles?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, like the tulips in the Netherlands.
Oh,
Yeah.
the red and white one.
That was one of the first not worldwide, but that was one of the first recorded bubbles, economic bubbles. Tulips were going for, at their height, about the cost of a house.
Amazing. I remember reading a little bit about that in Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers. Is that what
sure.
Of course.
The thing about bubbles, though, is you can't tell you're in one until it pops.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Nice. Somebody actually photographed me inside of a bubble this past weekend, and they haven't sent it to me yet. It'd be fun to get to see it and share it with you. Because I'm technically not inside it, but it looks like it.
Oh, so it wasn't like
there goes
Kent was
that
inside a bubble running out of oxygen, and then the guy shook his hand. Wasn't like
Exactly.
that. Wasn't like that.
That's
Okay.
not how bubbles work.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being inside of a bubble. You know what the other dangerous thing about being inside of a bubble is?
That oxygen eventually
you can
stops.
Open your eyes.
Exactly. But I want to share with you something that's upcoming in Bubbles. From 7:05 to 8:05 this Sunday, the 10th of May, is Lighthouse Sunset Bubbles. And then Thursday is Afro Beach Night at Woodhouse. There's so much going on in Santa Cruz. So I just want to say, see you on the field and happy early Mother's Day.
And by the way, the pickup party was not at Woodhouse, even though the people at Woodhouse thought it was.
It was at someplace else. What, the Sunny California?
It was at Sunny California, which is the same people that used to own Midtown Surf. It's a really cool space. I mean, it really is. Anybody who doesn't has a chance. It's on 41st Street over there in Santa Cruz. But yeah, go check it out. It's a crazy cool space. But they.
Is that the Santa Cruz Vibes pickup party, right?
Yeah.
That they were having on Saturday. They're showing their new issue of Santa Cruz Vibes magazine with the article by Brian Gingrich here titled "Perfect Weather for Blowing Bubbles." Like, this segment just started with the song "Perfect Weather for Blowing Bubbles," and so it was kind of. I felt really bad about missing the pickup party on Saturday, but I love that you and I got to have a chance to collaborate and make a little piece of art in print that, could have potential for lasting for a little while. Longer than Bubbles.
You're talking about noted columnist Brian, who is the host of this show.
Our leader.
Something about that.
Our mascot. Our producer. Our genius du jour.
So
okay.
Yeah, and so it was and I'm looking to see where the pictures are from that because I didn't take as many as I should have. But yeah, I did sign about 15 issues though, because Brian pointed me out when he was doing his little spiel, and then he was like, "Yeah, Brian right there wrote an article," and then everybody's. I did not have a Sharpie. I intended to have a Sharpie. I did not, but that's okay. I signed a few of them. That was fine. But I gotta start carrying. I gotta be in Sharpie Town now, I guess.
Me too.
That's right.
But yeah, other stuff that was okay. Other stuff happened. Cinco de Mayo was yesterday. Cinco de Mayo's today. Like I said, I haven't checked the bars yet, but I'm sure it's going to be a little crazy later because Cinco de Mayo on Taco Tuesday is bound to be nuts. And we'll have more about that probably next week because Thursday is, of course, going to be just straight interview with the fun people. And then Star Wars Day was yesterday where, I don't know, it felt like a letdown of a Star Wars Day because all the Star Wars events were like BFC and the Earthquakes. Both of their events were weeks ago. And Monterey Bay FC's was on Sunday. They had a change in coach. I went and saw the game. Coach Alex only had like one real practice to do what he, to kind of change things around a little bit. We'll also talk a little bit more about that later. But it's just, I mean, I don't know. 4 years they've not made the playoffs, and here's I think going to be the biggest problem for Monterey Bay FC. They've had blind devotion from a lot of the people in the area, Salinas, Santa Cruz, Monterey, by being a professional, semi-professional team in the area. This is year 5, and not making the playoffs, looking like they're not making the playoffs again. 0-6-2 is not going to keep the people coming. And, they paid the money for the stadium and, paid the money to upgrade the stadium in cash. But the thing is that there's going to be a point where they're just not getting people. I know people that are just not going anymore. And at some point you have to put a product on the field that has a chance of winning every night. And I think this is something that Coach Alex is going to bring. Came from the Earthquakes organization. And every time the Earthquakes step on the field, they think they're going to win. Every time. But the Monterey Bay FC does not think that. So, I mean, that is just that's just the way it is. I mean, and so when they sit there and
they need someone to light a thermal event under them.
Something. They need to do something. Yes, a thermal event. I mean, God, we don't even know what a fire is anymore. Seriously, dude.
We still don't know.
Still don't know. All right. So anyway, yeah. So well, I have override right now, so it doesn't matter how long I let the show go, but we're a little long. So you know what? We're going to premiere. Oh God, I hope this is okay. I kind of let Lucy loose with them, and I didn't get all the lyrics. So, but we're gonna hear them. We're gonna hear them. We're gonna see what happens, and that's how we're gonna break out of here. It's all on the podcast. So, we'll see you guys. All right, cool.
Back episode. See you next time.
All righty. All right, we'll see you guys, and then tomorrow's episode, there will not be a tomorrow's episode. It'll be dropping sometime Thursday-ish. Taste Test Tuesday or on Wednesday will return next week, and we will see you.
I fought a lady cop. Lady cop, late night lights in the rearview glow.
idea came rushing through. She said, "Sir, step out right now." That's the moment I should have backed down. I fought a lady cop, yeah, I lost that fight. Didn't take a breath, didn't think twice. Now I'm sitting under fluorescent lights, talking to regret all night. I fought a lady cop, yeah, I swung at fate. Now I'm counting hours at a locked gate. If there's one thing I'd go back and stop, it's the night I fought that lady cop. Cold bench truth hits fast. One wrong move, it don't last. Phone call short, voice runs thin. How to get this bad again? I fought a lady cop, yeah, I lost that fight. Didn't take a breath, didn't think twice. Now I'm sitting under fluorescent lights, talking to regret all night. I fought a lady cop, yeah, I swung at fate. Now I'm counting hours at a locked gate. If there's one thing I'd go back and stop, it's the night I fought that lady cop. Should've let it go, should've just stopped. Got taste, pepper sprayed, then I dropped. She whacked my butt with a big black stick. One bad move, yeah, that did the trick. I fought a lady cop, yeah, I lost that fight. Didn't take a breath, didn't think twice. Now I know